Yeah, let's talk a little bit about what your practice is focused on, like those line installation. Is how did you start the whole process?
In Hound or generally?
In hand, if you wanna talk in
Yeah,
particular in hand, or in general, if you had in
yeah,
particular
yeah,
occasion.
yeah. It's always like this, that I take everything what's in the location
Mm.
into account. It's not it's in my mind. It's not first a disturbing moment. Nothing is disturbing or an obstacle, but
Okay.
it's part of the drawing. Will be part of the drawing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So this is for my work. It's very important. So it's basic to go to the space and to have a look first, and not only one glimpse, 10 minutes, but be for a longer time. You take your time, you look carefully to this into the space, you different positions, and then I do for documentary, I do some photos, but the photos are always also another thing because it says something else. It's a flat thing, yeah, so it's another thing, but you have to
Yeah,
keep in mind what it is, and I take it into account. So they are part of the game. Yeah, all
I
obstacles,
see.
all things like the heating and everything are parts of the game, of the drawing. And then I begin and make a relationship between architecture, space, and the different positions.
Okay.
And the setting of the it could be different media. I'm also working with light, and that's different, but it needs
Mm.
uh, more time and also more financial basic. But I'm also working with a cut in the wall, or with sculptural things.
Mm.
In this Hound, it was adhesive tape and string,
Yeah,
and I like to work because it really works well together with the wall, and also the string is a very fine method to have a fine instrument
yeah.
to
I
get
like
rid.
I like when the work, especially I think that's why I really like this show, because it's the simplest but super effective kind of artworks that we did exhibit, and it's literally just lines and um black and white. It's really simple, obviously in quotes, but it's so effective. And your artwork is the perfect example. Um it goes all the way through the staircase, and is so simple, but it literally I feel like that every time you get to see it, you spot a different new line and different new thing that you didn't notice at the first time. And so it's so like I really like it. It's so interesting, the and obviously seeing you put it up and going down, put it up again and take it off and move it, and it was so much fun to see it. It was so nice. And yeah, sorry, carry on with
Yeah, no,
so,
no, you are totally right. And it seems to be crazy because it's only lines. And
hmm,
then my way to say something is also more silent, not very loud,
hmm,
so that it's also it's a one thing and another thing. But uh, what I'm eager to express is also that you see that you are offered different um, ways of getting new impressions of the space, or
hmm,
new views of the space, and not one view which is the general super view, and then you go further on, and then there is not really a good view again. I like to have many as I can produce interesting views, which gives you and makes you an offer to think about it, or to
hmm,
see, or to
yeah,
uh, I like that it's an offer, that it's not saying this is like this and or like this. It can be, and I have respect to other artists, but I'm more in a silent way. But then when you go more often, or you go up and down, and then you go up and down again, you always can have a new look on things. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is so it's also important, like in calligraphy, the setting of this strings, or how short they are, which angle they make. It's so important. If you change the angle only on 2%, two grades or something, it's really can have an enormous impact on the whole wall. And I'm really fascinated by this, because you could, with very little means and
Yeah.
with little changes, you can really